Have you ever wondered how the world and South Africa might be if apartheid did not exist? Apartheid was more than just a policy. It was a system that racially segregated South Africans, socially, economically, politically, for more than half a century. But what if this dark chapter in South African history never happened? Would South Africa become a leader in innovation and unity, or would other challenges arise? Today at Mangena Films, we'll be exploring the alternate world of which apartheid never existed. The word apartheid comes from the Afrikaans word apartness. Apartheid is a system that racially segregated non-white South Africans for centuries.
A political event of the highest importance, marked by the vigorous campaign of General Smart.
Our policy is one which is called by an Afrikaans word apartheid.
Black South Africans were stripped of their rights, forced to live in separate areas, denied access to quality education, and restricted to low-paying labor jobs. The inequality fueled decades of poverty, resistance, and global condemnation. The effects of apartheid are still persistent today, such as economic inequalities and social divisions. But what if this apartheid legacy never happened? Let's step into an alternate timeline where history takes a different turn. It begins in 1910 with the creation of the Union of South Africa under British control. In this timeline, the British government unites all races under one system, granting every South African the right to vote. Recognizing the importance of a united population, the discriminatory 1913 Native Lands Act is never passed. By the 1920s, as poor white Afrikaners protest the economic struggles, the government responds with public work programs that benefit both white and black communities. This emphasis on economic inclusivity promotes equal wealth distribution, preventing the divide that will later fuel apartheid. 1930s, educational reforms ensure that all children of all races learn together, dismantling biases in early life. Without apartheid laws, black South Africans gain access to better jobs and land ownership becomes more equitable. By the 1940s, black-owned farms dominate agriculture, while racially mixed communities thrive in cities like Johannesburg and Cape Town. The stock of inequalities of apartheid never take root. In 1948, Jan Smuts and the United Party win the elections, defeating the pro-apartheid National Party. Instead of segregation, Smuts passes laws recognizing black South Africans as full citizens. Policies promoting inequality in jobs and education paved the way for a united South Africa. With no Group Areas Act, townships like Soweto and Khayelitsha never developed as overcrowded, racially segregated spaces. Instead, these areas become smaller, more integrated communities. Mixed-race relationships flourish, breaking down social barriers even further. By the 1960s, South Africa's inclusive policies attract international attention. The country avoids sanctions and becomes a major player in global trade and sports, maintaining strong ties with the Commonwealth and the United Nations. Higher education flourishes as most South Africans, regardless of race, rise from poverty. This creates a prosperous and dynamic economy, making South Africa a regional player by the 1980s. In this timeline, Nelson Mandela likely never joins politics, as the fight for equality has already been won. Instead, he focuses on community building and social development. Of course, this timeline is speculative. History is shaped by events, choices, and people. Us imagining a world without apartheid helps us understand its profound impact on us. We can learn from the past, but we can't change it. As you know, the saying goes, those who don't know history are doomed to repeat it. Thank you for watching this video, and don't forget to like, share, subscribe to Mangena Films Original and hit the notification bell. See you next time.